Hello, good evening to everyone. Welcome to Creative Edge. My name is Rajendra Bhatia, and today we shall be talking about what to prepare for design in 2023 competitive exam. May it be NID, NIFT, UCEED, CEED, NATA, or JEE B.Arch. Hello, friends. Let's get on with something very interesting. See, we are not left out with a very long time. In fact, if you count from October onward, September to October will be the first month, November 2, December 3, January 4. So in 4 months' time, one of the niche area that you should be preparing with is design. I mean to say the creative ability. Apart from aptitude, GK, and maths in certain cases, you have got creative ability, that is your drawing part, to score with. In fact, if you talk me, only 2 to 3% candidates, they score very good in drawing. Now that's not a very high percentage, but that 1% indicate that competent candidate will be selected. So friends, let us look into these 4 months and let us prepare some part which is not generally revealed by many of my competitors. Well, friends, come let us see. From the vast syllabus of NID, UCEED or NIFT, choose following topics. Memory drawing or memory composition, comprising of perspective, human figure, figure in action. Second thing I strongly recommend is Sciography, the study of light, shade, and shadow. From color theory, you should know color emotions, emotion depiction with colors and two-dimension design. Then many of the things in relation to the view, exploded and ghost view, cut sections and metamorphosis, design terminology, design thinking, poster making, stamp, book cover making, and hoarding making. Then there is one aspect of sequential drawing. Also in the sequence, among the sequential drawing, transformation and storytelling. Well, if you are an architecture seeking a student, they need to do architecture awareness, architecture terminology, blueprint reading, portrait making, and many kinds of doodling in addition to the syllabus above. Let us see some of good example of preparation. I'll start with some of the figure in action, which is part of memory drawing. Now, these are some of my classwork of last year. Once you know the proportion of human figure is proportion to other objects, then your work will become very simple if you happen to work onto the stick figures. Do you see the stick figures here? I'm making them to note with my cursor. Now these stick figures are simple to draw, but they really simplify complex sketches. Similarly, sequential drawing. Now the question may arise, complete the sequence. Now either they give a description that you have to make a sequential presentation of what Corona warriors are known for, and then how you would sketch them into 4 sections until Corona warrior receives a prize. Or they may give you a couple of sketches. Generally, they don't give you these 2 sketches. They may give 1 sketch and then you have to draw the rest of the 3. What I have done in practice in my class, I have drawn these two sketches to tell you that this is how you solve the question. Like you first make the beginning and you make the ending. Rest of the two in the sequence you can imagine and draw in the later drawings. But that's the best way of doing a total sequence. The sequence may be of 4 sketches or maybe 5 sketches to a max. Another memory drawing which really appeals to me, when you can take care of the perspective, you know what you can do really wonders. Take the vanishing point and draw. Now view from top of roof of a train, maybe a crowded time, maybe a Sihas Mela, or maybe some prayer wherein lot of people they travel on top of the train. Illegal, I know that, but it's not uncommon in India. So there may be a question coming up from the examiner saying that, yeah, can you draw something like this? I call them as fictitious situation drawings. They are not actually memory drawing. You might not have traveled on top of a train, and who really does it? So maybe you have to imagine yourself on top of the train. This only can be simplified with help of some of the um, knowledge about the perspective drawing. Only thing that you have to really imagine is a horizon a little higher up, your line of a station, and then of course a natural vanishing point arising from here. And at the bottom, you have to take the roof of the train from top. Then a couple of railway track and people down below the train. Fictitious situation, another one. You are a fish and are in a fish pond. Basically, a fish see from a bulging out eye, which lead to a 5-point perspective. There are two ways of doing a 5-point perspective. One, the outer surface, the other one, inner surface. Now, these are the two surfaces which can be done into 5-point perspective. So this one is this concave one, and this also lead to 5 points perspective. Imagining the ball from inside. Now, as seen by a lizard, a portion of 5-point perspective. As I told you, it can be either the outer portion or the inner portion of the ball. Here is the inner portion of the ball seen by a lizard, wall lizard on top of a cyber cafe, right? So not the whole of the ball is seen, only a little portion is seen here. That's what is being depicted and sketched out. Here are two sketches. One, the story was like this, that a scientist had prepared a cake which could send you across into a very small size. Very much motivated from that Doraemon kind of TV serials. Well, here you have entered the lab and accidentally you have taken a piece of the cake and your size has reduced to 6 centimeter around. The scientists come back to the lab and notice that, oh, there is a child lying on the table. So that is how the scene is created. Now, such kind of fictitious situations are described in examination like UCEED and at times in a NIFT. And it becomes very difficult unless you really practice it out. It becomes very difficult for the candidate to imagine it in the examination as to how the scene will be created. So my suggestion, friends, you take these sketches or these syllabus well prepared, well prepare yourself, and well deliver the things at the time of examination. Here is one where the child is lying down on table and the scientist is trying to uh, take it. The other way around, the scientist is this is how the 6 centimeter candidate lies down, and the scientist um, there is another doctor, and the scientist hand is here. A doctor is coming in to attend you as to maybe, I mean, it's a fictitious situation, something what we call um, as a fictitious world or a magical world wherein you have to imagine a lot of things and do a proportionate. The target of these examination is to stretch your mental ability and really take you to a ground where you will be really able to think in depth the proportion and the presentation of the proportion of such kind of a sketch. Next is sciography. My suggestion, sciography is very, very scientific and you can do wonders. You need to either really do it physically and understand everything logically with perspective, um, the the source of light, as well as the aesthetics that forms down below the light source and the shadow that is created with help of that. Then among sciography, one of typical question is different material and composition of them. You can, in my slide, you can also read some of the notes right at the time of the demonstration. How to make the circle and make a curvature with a trapezium and so on and so forth. Material practice is another important thing in sciography. Like once you draw it, it should look like paper cone. This should look like a wooden cylinder in case you are selecting cylinder to be made up of wood. And it should look like a transparent cone in case the question was reading that it should be transparent. Their construction line, if shown in the diagram, will be an added advantage. So 4 months left for competitive exam. This is the time or right time to wake up, join. I mean, if you can do a self-study, fine. You can take a self-study material. You can also look into some of my um, demonstration, the live demonstration in the link which are available along this YouTube presentation, and what we are doing in Creative Edge for you, or you can talk to the counselor on helpline 7676 564 400, or you could log into the website. And yes, do not forget to subscribe the channel so that you get more update from us. This is more related to um, NID, and at time maybe some of questions related to this kind of facial expression is from JEE B.Arch, that is meant for architecture admission. Different facial expression, as you can read during the demonstration only. I have noted it down. Frustrated person, tired looking person, depressed looking person, in love, how the face change, and how a shy girl looked like, as a boy having a feel of smitten. sudden love. Another aspect that I would like you to really work on is a 2D design, analogous color scheme, blue, green, and violet with a contrast yellow background. These are a couple of last few slides I would like to share with you because I cannot present whole of my syllabus, but yes, these are very important questions or important aspect of the syllabus. So I would very much like you all to remember that you have to do two-dimension design. Friends, I think rest of the syllabus I can talk in any further presentation. Let us say bye-bye for now, and your questions are welcome any which ways on the numbers given to you. 888-9633-222 is another number on which you can approach me. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye-bye for now.